Hello my friends, it's Lesko here, and today I want to show you a knife that I received as a gift from a girlfriend. And this knife was a grail knife a few years ago in my eyes. So I'm really happy I got it right now. So today we will be reviewing Extrema BF2 drop point version, which is one of their basic folders line. Yeah, and overall I must say really impressed by this little fella. So let's get to some basic specs before I put my opinions on this knife and more info. So the overall length is about 213 millimeters and the blade length is about 82 millimeters. This blade is 3 millimeters thick with a really thick tip, which would be probably great for harder work, but not for super fine tip slicing. As you can see, the tip is more rounded than the usual tips on knives. It's like a working profile if you need to do a little bit of prying or stuff like that. This knife probably can take it. I did a little bit of prying into wood, also tried some stabbing, cutting with the tip, cutting some plastics and stuff like that, and overall no problem. It's not as easy as, let's say, using PM2, which has a really great tip if you want to dig up some splinters or just open some packages. Definitely more easier than this one, but it's great. It's great, no problem using this. The blade is coated in DLC, which I really like. DLC was also used on a PM2 and it showed really great scratch resistance, so I'm expecting the same from this one. Blade steel is N690 CO, which is a Austrian made steel with addition of cobalt. I had a few knives in the past with N690 and overall I must say this is a really good user steel. It's fairly easy to sharpen, holds edge reasonably well, and the grain is fine, so you can sharpen it to raise the sharpness. Right now I didn't sharpen it, it still has the factory edge. And it's actually really sharp. I think that they used some lower grit for sharpening, but then they polished the whole edge section, so it's really sharp, and after using it on plastic and wood and paper and food, it still can shave hair on my hand. I can show it. Okay, where are we here? No problem. The edge geometry is not quite as acute and let's say on some other knives, but no problem for me to reprofile this. And after reprofiling, I'm planning to do another video to do a review on the total performance of this knife. Handle is fairly simple design, which I really like because then there's not really too much hotspots, and it's made of aluminum with really durable coating, really durable anodization. Actually, my screwdriver slipped when I was tightening this, and it slipped over there, and you probably won't see nothing because just a little. So overall, really good. The only thing that got me is that you can see that little bit of coating went off here, and that's due to the thumb studs touching this section. So probably when I close it like this harder, it hit the handle and it took a little bit off. Also the screws, the paint will go off as the times will go by, but other than that, everything held up great. The knife weight is 5 ounces, which is like a limit for me if I want to carry a EDC knife, but you won't feel it in your pocket because it's really edisible. It's not overly thick. It's quite smooth but not slippery. Actually, I was a little bit worried that these handles will be slippery, but no problem. And the action is good. There is used the line lock as a locking method for this knife with addition of this safety. Really easy to use. You can see right now it's locked. And the knife is rock solid after this. It's rock solid either. You don't have to use this, but I think it's a nice benefit of having it. I'm a lefty, so I'm not into line locks, but this one is finally executed and it's no problem to close for me. This is really great. You can use flathead screwdriver to tighten this up. So either if you don't have screwdriver and you need to help yourself a bit, you can use a lid from a can and tighten this up if needed. That will be Extrema. So what else can I say about this knife? Only thing I regret a little is that the cutting geometry is fairly fat at the tip and also on the edge. There's no problem when cutting soft wood or paper, thin plastic or stuff like that, but if you want to cut something harder, then the geometry will let you know that it's not that easier. It will stop you just a bit and you need to use more force. So I'm thinking about taking down a few degrees from both sides, but I will leave the tip thick just to see the full potential of this idea. But right now, no real complaints, no real complaints. The fit and finish is great, the construction is great. I think that the design is really eye-appealing. It's not just a basic everyday folder you see everywhere. So I think that it will serve me well, and I'm really happy with this. And I have to thank my girlfriend again that she bought this to me, that she had taken care. Okay, guys, if you have some questions or if you have some more info about this knife from your own usage, please let me know in the comment section. I will be glad. I like when you leave comments so I can interact with other knife users. And I will definitely do another video on this guy. There will be some more testing and I will let you know what I think, because I don't have this knife for too long. I have it for like less than a month right now. So hopefully see you soon. Bye bye. Ahoy.